What do you think is the main reason or the main thing that destroys that physical attraction in some relationships? Because some relationships start off with having that physical attraction initially,
Mhm.
but then over time, somewhere, somehow it disappears. What do you think is the main thing
I
destroying that?
think women have we women, including me, in the beginning we have a blind spot, and because we have a very big need for many traits, and then we see it, so we're like, yeah, and now I love him, and she kind of like the burning physical desire is can like become for a couple months, and then if down the road, fights happen, there is sometimes there is emasculation that's very, very destructive in a marriage. If there's people like they both want to move their household in a different direction, so that I think all of these contribute. And then maybe the physicality changes. People stop being who they are in the beginning and forget. I think that change. Also, the financial situation usually ruins a lot of people's lives, and makes them not having kids always makes physical attraction sometimes take a tank a little. Yeah, I
You mentioned a lot there about arguments and fights in the relationship and both people wanting to take the relationship in a different direction. How do you avoid that in your relationship?
when I married my man, even though I am a professor, I have a career, everything. I moved into his life fully. I moved 2 hours away from my work. I work mostly from home. I sold my house. I moved into his life fully, and he's already been established, and he knows it's not like I have a choice. He knows exactly what he wants. So yeah, I think that helped us a lot in the sense that it's never been, even though I have a work, and I've always fit into his life, and I think that worked very well for us.
So, sounds like definitely in your relationship, he's the leader and you 100% just stepped into his life,
He's the
let
boss.
him lead.
He's totally the boss. He's scary if he's not the boss. Yeah, he's you can't. But he's super accomplished. So it's not like, yeah, he's an amazing person, and he's very, very strong. So yeah.
Yeah, what'd
What do
you
you
tell
think?
us about coming on the show
Sorry.
when
Yeah,
you told us backstage about
actually,
coming
yeah.
on this show?
If he said, I asked him if I could come. I usually speak on the tech podcasts, not on these. It's our work usually. And I told him this will be different. This people talk about relationships. You might be brought up. And then I thought if he says no, it's a no. Even though I really want to come because I've read all these books, I've seen you guys on YouTube. But then he like asked me questions about it, and he's like, okay, go. And I'm like, okay, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, so you asked his permission.
Oh, but yeah, of
And
course.
so if he had said no, even though you really wanted to come on, you would
It's a
have
no.
understood like I must not know something that he knows, and that's why he's
Yeah,
telling me no. So I should respect it, right?
it's a respect. Yeah, you have to respect his. I respect his decision for sure. I don't even feel like slighted or bad. He wants no, then it's a no. I mean, it's because whatever I do in life or say or wear, it's also his image as well, and he has his job, he has yeah.
A lot of
What about
women
you,
would
Mila? Are you
say,
asking permission to come on the podcast?
Mhm.
no, you're not.
But I would ask him permission for like other things.
Like,
Like if we're going out, I would ask his opinion on like what he thinks about my outfit. If he doesn't like it, I would change.
If it's too revealing.
Um, Probably not revealing, but different. I like to experiment.
What does different mean?
Just maybe loud. Sometimes I get fashion blindness, so I always have to ask someone else and be like, is this too much? Just stuff like that. Or like if there's a decision about like the household, I would ask him. I wouldn't just make a decision and be like, this is
Well,
it.
of course, he's the one remodeling it.
I helped too. Thank you.
You told him that this tile is horrible. You got to take it all out and do this one instead.
Out of my sight. Bring me another one. But no, we ask each other opinions too. But I make the judgment call in the sense of, is this something that I should be asking for, or can I make this decision on my own? I don't think that this podcast would embarrass him in any way. I don't think I'm saying anything wrong. This is just my experience. This is our relationship. It's nothing I haven't said to him, or it's nothing we've ever talked about. So I don't
What
think
if, despite that, he still said that he's not comfortable with it and didn't want you to come on? What would you do?
I would not do it. If it's something that he is adamant and saying this is not going to make me comfortable, like let's say if I did have to ask permission, I would take his word. And not because I think he knows better. It's more of a respect thing. If it's not going to make him feel comfortable, I'm not going to do it.
Jessica, how about you?
Depends with what. Like, I don't really, let's say, wear things that would, cause debate, but I do ask my boyfriend, like, what do you think about my outfit? Actually, I was packing to visit him and I said, hey, like, since we're having a date night, I want you to pick what I'm wearing. And he's like, oh, I like that black dress. I'm like, okay, I'll wear the black dress. And I did actually mention to him that I was doing this podcast. I was like, what do you think? He's like,
Mhm.
yeah, sounds cool. Like, I'm gonna
Now, what
watch
if he
it.
would have
So
said, I don't like it?
I wouldn't have done it, to be honest, because I also see it as a respect thing. Because obviously, I've never been on a podcast before, and he doesn't really know the podcast, so he wouldn't have known hypothetically what the nature of the questions would have been. So I would have understood his perspective.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.